Alright. So let's head back over here. Nothing of interest back there. That's locked. Talk to the captain of the guard.
For a tiny people, they certainly build high ceilings.
Yeah, we do, don't we? It's pretty awesome!
Do you miss the life you once had, Shell? These centuries of memories you have lost?
Does it miss being within its mother's womb?
Do I... Well, no. I don't remember that far back.
It is no different. My memory stretches only so far, and what went before is now lost.
And you remember nothing at all? Not even a little bit?
There are images, faces who I have no names for, places I remember being, but not where they are. Do I miss these things? They are without context. I feel only disquiet when I think of them.
Like dreams, then. When you awake, all the details have fled.
Is that what it is to dream? Then yes, perhaps it is like that.
How very sad. To discover your entire life has been a forgotten dream. I am so sorry.
They talk a lot. There's Dagna. I need to tell her when I'm done.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them.
What were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rak. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Would you like me to look for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden, man. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Vilda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
No problem. Well, it's probably a problem, but we'll deal with it. Hello, Legnar.
Sod it all, the exile. Never thought I'd see your face in the Commons. Never thought I'd be glad to either. But this can only help Balin. Whether he forgives you or you scare people, it's another crack in the old way.
You're very eager to support my brother.
He has the legitimate claim, thanks to your failed grab. You abused the old ways, and now he has a chance to change them. I see where the gold is. It flows topside. Balin will guide us to adopt a new way. Of course, he can't come out and say that.
Some say Balin killed our father.
You among them, I suppose, as though you or Harrowmont would have nothing to gain. How would I know? Nobody here is a paragon. The scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Let me see what you've got.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Tier 6. Hold on, let me look at hers. Strength, Dex, and Stamina regen in combat. Drake skin. Interesting. Remarkable sapphire, I'll take that. Golden symbol of Adraste. Alley King's flagon. Silver demon head ring. What's her face like? Silver. Gold earrings. Golden symbol of Adraste. Maybe Liliana would like that. Tome of the Mortal Vessel. 1 or more points to spend on attributes. I'm gonna get that. That was under here. One point on an attribute. If only I could see what Master Combat Training requires. I think I'll hold off on that attribute point until I figure out what it requires. And then we'll do that. Alright, thanks, man. No. Dust Town. No, I don't want to go over there.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
Why are you invoking a human god?
The Maker brought forth this world and every creature in it. He chose a human woman as his prophet and bride, but he loves all races. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Okay. Whose permission do you need to open a chantry?
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
You want me to talk to him for you?
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Alright, cool.
As you say.
Somebody also said there was an inn in a previous town that I had accidentally avoided. And I forgot what town that is, but when I get out of Orzammar, I'll look at the map and see if I can head back there. Whoa, that is a lot of people. A bunch of people just with Tapsters on it. So there's Cora, Lord Helmy, Nevin. Was that my bro back in the day?
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Apparently not. Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
I'm Durin, a Grey Warden.
You don't say. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka, something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
Who's your fighting unit?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Sorry, who's your unit fighting? That's what I meant. You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Fair enough.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
You're not welcome here, exile. I don't care if you're a Grey Warden. I liked your brother. If you need to speak to one of my patrons, do it quickly. But don't expect me to serve you.
Very well.
You have some nerve.
They're everywhere! I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
The hell? Interesting.
I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. So I'm curious. You've been living on the surface, right? Does it function any worse than Orzammar for having abolished caste?
Controversial opinion for a dwarf in the assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at Tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the assembly? I'm always like that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So, you get to vote on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
And who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Court in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get out of here.
As you wish.
So, that's interesting.
Of course.
Now, if there was a tome that gave me a skill, I would take it. Because that's what I want right there. I need a skill tome. I can't read that because it's off screen for me. Is that this place? Like, my mouse will work? Janar Armorers.
It will be done.
Or Janar. Hello.
Welcome to Janar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Janar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Really? Do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
Oh, she hasn't been any bother.
Oh, good. Well, let me know if she does trouble you any.
She wants to become a mage.
Ah, that girl. I've been telling her for years to give up those foolish notions. Magic's a human trick. If Dagna wants enchantment, I can apprentice her to a lyrium crafter.
This is Dagna's dream, if it makes her happy.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, Send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
I don't know about that.
Please, don't encourage Dagna further. Tell her you were wrong and that her place is with her family.
You know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Let me see what you got.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Alright. Dragonbone Mace. Heavy Dwarven Helm. Rockknogger? Dwarven Heavy Gloves. Alright. Dwarven Massive Armored Gloves. Well, nice talking to you. No, it's a suit of armor. I was like, is that just a dead dwarf laying on your table? Because we got some talking to do. Alright, Diamond Quarter it is. Adal Helmi.
This is grand. The noble houses do love their luxuries, don't they?
I did not expect to see you again. I am afraid you will find Orzammar much changed.
Could the end of Orzammar be nigh? Turn to Lord Harrowmont and assure the future of Dwarven society.
Sorry, can't talk. A crier's work is never done.
Lady Dace.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors.
You know, after all this is over, I wouldn't mind getting a job here. I could sing, tell stories, help the king get items from high shelves.
What's in here?
Who would dare take from the memories? Orden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
But I could try to find them.
You can't go into the deep roads and find some lost Tig by yourself. There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Well, I'll let you know what I find out.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
And you know who I am?
The Exile's return is written in the memories, as a Grey Warden's visit to renew the ancient alliance.
Okay. I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request. Have you grown so fond of the Surfacer's ways in your brief absence?
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The Chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
They do care for widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
No, I think that's good for now.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Me too.
It will be done. As you say.
Gloves of Diligence. Interesting. Search for the true prophet? Alright.
Disgusting. Someone stole from the Shaperate. The memories have never seen such a thing.
Oh yeah, I already talked to you.
I did. He was...
Probably in the slums somewhere, you say, huh? Orzammar Royal Palace, the Shaperate, the Assembly, House Harrowmont. That's what I'm looking for.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless proves his dedication.
The
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Okay. Good talking to you.
News of the hour. Is Lord a dissolution
Very
of
well.
That was easy.
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate. Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
That voice sounds familiar. Hello, Doolin.
Lord Harrowmont sends his greetings, Exile. He was surprised to see you back here.
I would speak with Lord Harrowmont.
You may have convinced his lordship of your innocence, but it is my duty to protect him, even from his own folly. We've already caught more than one of Balin's spies trying to get close to his lordship, so I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
Alright. What do you need me to do?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
Alright, I'll enter the proving.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapsters Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Excellent. I can do this. Saving frequently. Sorry for that, but one of these days the game is going to crash again.
News of the hour. Lord Balin.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, He took the whole house.
It's been giving me problems recently with recording as well, just in general. But luckily I've found a way around that. Alright, so that's the Proving Grounds. That's Dust Town. I think I want to go to Dust Town first.
So,
No, I don't want to talk to Dagna yet.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the Tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Alright, man. Have a good one.
I think I just stepped in something.
Yeah, it's called dirt.
There's a fish one. We'll get running for their shield. Off them out of it.
Alright, back to this then. Make a preserver. Let's make this quick.
We have done well. Destruction.
Alright.
As you say.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Durin, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
Alright, I'd have to listen to what you're saying.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Interesting. 50's a bit much when you've got no option. Let's say 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Alright, man. 40 gold? Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna go do that real quick then. Because I want my money back.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief who dared to steal something from the Shaperate.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Proving receipt. Someone in the proving grounds. Okay.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
I did, actually.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
That doesn't actually happen.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Alright.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
No promises.